Good evening, everyone. This is Joe Montalvo with Writers of the Future. We're out in Los Angeles, California, interviewing the winners of the Authors and Illustrators from Writers of the Future Awards. We're going to be doing this quite a lot. We're also going to be bringing them back for regular interviews in the future. These are just short teaser interviews, but we really, really want y'all to get involved in this. I know for a lot of our friends out there listening tonight who are looking for help and stuff like that, there are some talented artists out here, and there are some talented writers out here, so be sure to check them out. Like I said, we'll bring them back in the near future. Right now, we have Arthur Bowling with us, and we're going to be discussing how he felt to win. So, Arthur, why don't you tell me a little about yourself?
Right now I'm an illustrator currently based out of Fargo, North Dakota. I'm also a first-time winner. I know there's been a few
Oh
other
man,
first
y'all are
time.
killing you with this first
Yeah, I
time
know.
winner stuff, man.
I didn't know that myself. I thought I was like maybe one of two like first-time winners, but no, it's like yeah, a lot of first-time winners in my group. But no, when I first got the call from Joni, I was like, "This is real." But yeah, no. After a few more talks with her, like it seemed legit, and it's like it still quite hasn't set in just yet.
It will tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, tomorrow most definitely. So I'm trying to like keep my mind as clear and not psych myself out too much. But no, it's ever since I got the first call from Joni up until this moment right now, it's been an amazing experience from the judges to my fellow winners, being with them, learning with them. It's been awesome.
I have seen a lot of camaraderie amongst the winners, both in the authors and the illustrators, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you see stuff like this, there's sometimes it's competition, so people get kind of nasty, which I haven't seen any of that here, by the way.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen too much on the writer side, but I can't imagine that there would be. And yeah,
They're all working with each other, talking to each other. They were their little 24-hour stories. They've been
Yep.
swapping them out with each other till they get the best one out of them. So now they want to try, and it's a good thing because they may be working together in the future. Just like
Oh, yeah.
they might be working with some of these guys in the future.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
so come on in. What got you started in this?
Well, I've pretty much just been drawing since I was, for as long as I can remember, since I was a little kid. But it was right around, I want to say, just before I entered high school that I started thinking about actually committing to um, chasing art as a career. And that was when my parents signed me up. Have you ever heard of art instruction schools?
Yeah.
They had those old cheesy commercials that started with "Do you like to draw?" They signed me up for those, and I took the little class through there, and that's when I started hitting that moment. Like, yeah, I think I can actually make this a career choice. So I've been chasing it ever since.
I'm trying to get me to go to art school. I said, Mom, I can draw Steve. If you go to school, I said, it's not going to help me. I know my limitations. I know my good things. I know my bad things, unfortunately. So it's still kind of up in the air, a little lightheadedness, all happy. Where you want to go?
Well, right now, what I'm wanting to do is just continue just finding like good clients, building a good client base, and just basically just be my own boss, work for myself.
Independent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
that's good.
completely independent. Yeah, I do freelance stuff, but eventually be able to find a way to like find my own personal products and paintings, and yeah, just keep making a stable career. in
It's
art.
strange. I got a friend. I always call him a bum because he goes down to the French Quarter and sells his artwork on the street. He makes about $10,000 a month.
Does he?
Yes.
Wow.
He's very talented. He does. He has his standard artwork. He'll do it at home, right?
Yeah.
But then he does portraits.
Okay.
Right there while they're out. He'll draw the portrait and he'll paint it in oils in about 2 hours. Sometimes less than that. So you can do them in 40 minutes, and they're fabulous.
Jeez.
And it's anywhere from $500 to $5,000 depending on what they want and what kind of frame and all they want. Some frames
Yeah.
are expensive too, but. I was amazed that you could make that kind of money doing that. I was like, man, I should have went to art school.
Yeah.
And I really, because there's a lot of artists that hang around down there. I was really surprised to find out they were making that kind of money.
Yeah.
And since they started doing it, I noticed the city's only cut it down to 3 artists now.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, so they'll let anybody come out there. But if you stay out for a long time, I guess if they're not seeing enough tax money from you or something, they'll come.
Oh, yeah.
They'll move you to another street is what they'll do.
Yeah.
But it is kind of funny to see that. Well, see, too, like I was talking about World of Warcraft, they'll maybe be looking for freelance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to be looking for staffers, but they'll also be looking for freelance, so commission stuff.
Yeah.
So, because the way he was talking was he's going to be looking for, I think he's going to hire about 100 people.
Okay.
And so about 35 or 40 of them are going to be programs. The rest are going to have something to do with art and storytelling. So they're going to be looking for a lot of freelance stuff. He said he prefers freelance. He said it costs him more money initially, but in the long run, it saves him money.
Yeah.
Because if he has to put you on the payroll for 2-3 years, well, then, if he does freelancing, he'll probably do your work in the first year.
Yeah.
He'll give you a check and all, and you go. And if you're good, if we need you again, he'll call you and let you know. So I had a good time talking with him, but like I said, there's 6 gaming companies down there.
Oh, is there?
So I don't know why they came to New Orleans. I asked him, he said, "Oh, y'all got Silicon Bayou." I'm like, "Yeah." And I said, "This ain't the same as the one in California. You understand that, right?" He said, "No, y'all pretty good now. Y'all really got a lot of good people down here." It's like, "Okay, well, whatever you say." And
Hey,
he's happy down there, and I think too the city gave some breaks here and there and stuff like that. It's not to say he won't bring in talent from out of state.
Yeah.
If he can't find the talent he needs down there, he'll bring it from out of state. And there's a couple of good states. Texas got a lot of talent in it. Florida's got a lot of talent in it.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you got everybody from California to New York you can bring down here. I know he'll probably try to get closer because it'll make it easier on them, but still, it's a lot. So everybody been good to you. Everybody tells me Joni is just high energy.
Oh, yeah.
She is too.
She's quite the character, but
I give her all kind of trouble.
Awesome woman.
That's my job, is to give this staff trouble.
Yeah.
I told John I'm gonna push them hard as I can to see their breaking point. He started laughing. He said, "I don't think they got one." I said, "Give me a little while." We'll find out." No, but they are a great staff. I mean, everybody I've met here has been fabulous. Everybody's taking real good care of us.
Yeah.
They're going out of the way to make sure everybody's taken care of. And I notice they pay a lot of attention to their writers and illustrators, which is a lot of companies will bring you in, they'll give you whatever and send you on whatever, and then that's it.
Yeah.
A lot of them won't even, to put this in perspective, like the People's Choice Awards.
Yeah.
I had 5 shows at the People's Choice Awards this year. One of mine, Science and Beyond, made it to the second round, almost won. It got honorable mention. They did that all on the internet, all of it. It was all over the internet.
Okay.
Even the award ceremony was on the internet, and then they mailed you the trophy.
Wow.
So I was kind of like, well, that was a little disappointing. But you didn't get to go out, but and I can understand their thinking because of COVID. But still, man, a good chunk of the country shot it up now. And originally they were going to do it and request everybody had their shot or had COVID or something. And then they decided it just be too much aggravation.
Yeah.
So there's too much controversy with the shots right now. So a lot of companies are just kind of staying away from it.
Yeah.
It's just better for them. They're looking for talent. They don't want to upset anybody. But even them, though, when I was talking to them, they're getting ready to add an artist category.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, because a lot of the shows submitted have graphic art.
Yeah.
So they're thinking, well, why don't you give the artist credit for the artwork?
Yeah.
Because most of the hosts, I'll be honest with you, don't have that kind of talent.
Yeah.
They may have the talent to get there, verbally or television wise, but they don't have the talent to do their own artwork.
Mm-hmm.
And I gripe with a lot of my hosts. I make them a lot of times go pay for their artwork.
Yeah.
Because they'll go, see, we have PicMonkey, so you can make anything you want on PicMonkey.
Yeah.
It's banner building for fools, but it's not the same as real artwork.
Yeah.
And you can tell. Because you're basically taking a picture from there, a picture from here, a picture from there, putting them all together, whatever organization you want to put them. You can overlay colors and shade it and all, but it's not. And you can tell when you look at it, it's not the same because when I had the guy do my UFO Undercover one, he actually did it full size oil.
Okay.
Which was great. It was beautiful. And I have no idea why he did it like that. Then he brought it down, and then he put it on the internet. It didn't lose anything. It looked just saying when you blew it up, it looked just like the one hanging on the wall. It was great. But when you do it other people's, it's not the same.
Yeah.
When we did like the Science Beyond banner, you can tell it's a thumbnail made banner. It's a cute little banner on, but it's still, it's not a high dollar banner or something like that.
Yeah.
So I tell the host I prefer them to bring someone in to make their banner. One, it's not so much that you can't make a good banner from one of the banner makers. It's the creative thought behind it.
Yeah.
So a lot of our artists, a lot of our people are talented, but they're really talented more in either writing, talking, or video. They're not really artists in simply drawing or coloring or anything. And a lot of them simply don't understand shading and stuff like that. So it makes it hard on them.
Yeah.
It really does. I like the fact that you're thinking independent, though. So
yeah.
And remember, if it don't work, you can always get a job somewhere.
Yeah, I'm hoping to not go that route because I already kind of did that a little bit.
Yeah,
I used to live in
fun.
Baltimore and doing electrical work.
Yeah.
Great money, but no disrespect to the honest men and women who do it because it's good
hard
money,
work.
hard work, honest work. My
hard
God,
work.
it's just not the work for
No,
me.
it's not.
So,
Matter of fact, this morning I was on the phone. My partner used to be an electrical engineer.
oh yeah,
He ran the plants and all the electrical that went on it. He was so happy when I called him and said, "Sam, why don't you come?" I said, "I hear you want to get out of where you are. You have problems and you're divorced and all that." I said, "My stepson actually." So I said,
yeah,
"Why don't you come down?" And because I love the way he did things. He's a very straightforward, kind of logical thinking kind of guy.
yeah,
And he's no nonsense. I said, "Why don't you come down? I'll give you a job working for me, running some of the jobs." I was paying about $1,500 a week, and after about 5 or 6 years, I said, "Look, I'm just going to make you a partner so I can take off time when I want to.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of speaking and a lot of travel, and I wanted somebody I could trust. And my other son he's 35 now, but at that time he was only about 28. He was just not ready.
Yeah.
Even at 35, he's not quite ready to run the company. We have to do with multi-billionaires, and it's not an easy deal.
Yeah.
You don't get to get that kind of money because you're a normal individual. You'll know. You'll get to find out for yourself. They how can I say this? They're a little eccentric sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yes. That's a good thing. Just
yeah.
recently we had. I tell you what makes money in New Orleans: murals inside homes.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they pay between $5,000 and $15,000 to paint one like the size of that wall.
Damn.
I've seen one on ceiling,
Yeah.
$35,000, $45,000, $55,000, and if it's layered, $155,000.
Wow.
So there's a lot of money in it, and
Yeah.
I know two ladies that do it. I actually, one of my friends, I said, "Why don't you come do this mouse?" Well, I said, "If you got to charge me, forget it."
Yeah.
I said, "How many favors I've done for you?" The rest of she came in and did a mural, and in my living room, and it's beautiful. And I asked her, "How much would you charge the customer?" She said, "About $50 grand." I'm like, "What?" She said, "I said, for that, come on, man, my kid could paint that." She's like, "Whatever." But it is one of the things you can get into.
Yeah.
So there's lots of venues. I always have people keep the options open.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to fall into it. Any websites, any Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone wants to keep up with my work, you can follow my main portfolio at, it's a little confusing here, but Arthur, ARTHUR dash bowling, spelled just like the game, BOWLING .squarespace.com. That's my main portfolio website. You can also keep up with my work on Instagram at Ken Bowling and the number 3. So yeah, those are the ways to find me.
I'm going
My work.
to tell you what you got to do with that link. You got to shorten that link.
Oh yeah, I know I do. The
So-
Squarespace is a little weird because
Yeah.
to get rid of that .squarespace part, you got to pay like a boatload
So
of
for
money.
United Public Radio, we made it UPR.
Okay.
So we just shortened it out because it rolls up the tongue easy.
Yeah.
And it's easy to remember.
Yeah.
Because I used to do like the whole thing. One of the links right now is United Public. It's UPRNTalkRadio.com.
Yeah.
For some reason, I always forget to talk when I tell people, which is amazing to me anyway. But it's too long. Or like when it was UFO Panel Radio, I mean, the thing was this long. And people, they might remember that because of the type of subject it is, but still,
Yeah.
when I tell them UPRN.com, that's it. They remember it. It's not even a thing. It's easy. So, you want something that's relative to what you're talking about, but still, I'll tell you this about attention spans.
Yeah.
So you want something it's easy to remember, and that's going to cause you trouble.
Okay.
No, I'm just telling you from experience.
Oh no, yeah.
I've had a lot of domain names. I owned, I actually, I broker domains.
Oh
I
yeah.
started at the beginning. The first time I bought 1,000 domains, I just went around crazy buying domains. It was like $1.99 stuff.
Oh yeah. No, they can be.
So I
dirt
started
cheap.
buying them, and then GoDaddy contacted him and said, we can broker your domains. And the first few sold, they were $8, $9, $10, $11. The last one I sold for $36,000. I sold one for $76,000.
Wow.
Guess what? I sold Facebook pages for $5 and $10 grand.
Oh wow.
So you can develop those along the way.
Yeah.
We have a show, ChangingAmerica.com, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got offered 10 grand for the Facebook page. I sold it to that day.
Wow.
And the guy said, "Well, you still own the domains?" Yes, I said, "Yeah, but the show's retired right now. It may come back in the future, but it's retired right now."
Yeah.
But Change America, that's another easy one to remember.
Okay.
So those, anything that's going to, that's going to stick. I'll tell you what you do. Talk to your friends.
Yeah.
Ask them, or anybody, family, it doesn't matter. Does this sound easy? Will this be easy to remember? And then I'll tell you what will make a big difference because people they try to explain, like somebody off the cues trying to tell a friend of theirs, you're taking screwed up.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
But
Thank
you can always make cards, so that helps.
Yep. I actually got something.
Oh, by the way, think about Q&Rs on your cards in the future.
Okay.
A lot of people like Q&Rs on their cards. You just scan on your phone, all the information's right there.
Okay.
I put them on my business cards. I had put them on station cards. Well, we'll on the next batch. But it's a great little thing to do. It's easy to do it. You can make the QR, put it on there. Bam! It's on the card. Matter of fact, I've gotten to the point where I'm sticking on everything now, and because it's like the Z-Geners prefer that.
Yeah, they're all into the mobile phones.
The millennials aren't real thrilled with it, but the Z-Geners love it, man. They're like, I watch them walking around the store with their phones shooting all over the place. I'm like, come on, man. But it's different generations like different things. And,
Yeah.
and right now we currently our hosts range 5 generations. So We even got some oldie goldies on it. We look young.
Yeah.
But again, give them the information one more time, and we're going to get on to the next one.
Okay. Yep. Again, for my main website is artofarthur-bowling.squarespace.com. I'll be sure to shorten that in the future. Thank you. And again, my Instagram is at KenBowling3, just number 3 at the end of it. And if you want to keep my artwork, appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Make a donation.
Yeah.